Class 1 Pre-installation steps. NetWeaver ASAP 7.52 Pre-installation steps Part 1. Why means pre-installation steps will take 2 classes. Now in class 1 pre-installation steps for NetWeaver ASAP 7.52 Part 1. In that, first of all, we want to learn about SAP Support Portal. In pre-installation steps, first of all the students want to learn about SAP Support Portal. SAP Support Portal is one of the SAP website. First of all, you want to know that is the website name. It is one of the SAP website. Website name is SAP Support Portal. The SAP Support Portal https://support.sap.com. That is the URL. https://support.sap.com is the URL. Website name is SAP Support Portal. Who use that SAP Support Portal? SAP customers and SAP partners. So why that? By using that SAP Support Portal only, we do everything for SAP system. That's why compulsory in company we use that SAP Support Portal. Actually, in olden days, it is called as SAP Service Marketplace. SMP shortcut. In olden days, the name is SAP Service Marketplace. On the time URL is website is service.sap.com. On the time website is service.sap.com. Nowadays, that website changed as support.sap.com. Nowadays, it is called as SAP Support Portal. To access the features of the SAP Support Portal, you need a valid user ID and password. For example, here I am entering the support portal, support.sap.com. This one. SAP Support Portal homepage is support.sap.com. I click there. So here, when we click this icon, here you want to log on to the SAP Support Portal. Now what I am trying, I am logging into the SAP Support Portal. Only one task is there. In that SAP Support Portal, only one task is there. What is that task? Means log on to the SAP Support Portal. That is the task. Log on to the SAP Support Portal. That is the task. Only one task is there. Okay. So what is that task means? You want to log on to the SAP Support Portal. Here, when you want to log on to the SAP Support Portal, here you want to enter the login name. When you want to log on to the SAP Support Portal, here you want to enter the login name. Login name always starting letter S only. Login name means this is one ID. Another person, another employee also have one ID. Every ID starting letter S only. So this is called in previous olden days, that one is called as OSS ID, SAP Net, SAP Service Marketplace user like that. But nowadays we called as S user ID. So that is S user ID. So that means you want to log on to the SAP Support Portal. You want S user ID and password. You want to log on to the SAP Support Portal. You want S user ID and password. This is S user ID. So here I enter the S user ID. In this field, we want to enter the S user ID. Scroll down and click continue. And here we want to enter the password. Scroll down and click continue. We successfully login into the SAP Support Portal. In company, who provide that S user ID and password? Means company provide that S user ID and password details to employees. From SAP side, one contact person is there. That contact person create IDs to company and provide that IDs to company. And one more important point, for example here, request keys is there. I click this one. License keys is there. I click there. Here they're telling you have no authorized to open that one. So that means some IDs they provide authorization, full authorization. Some IDs, some want to open, they're telling you don't have authorized. That means every ID based on company requirement, they provide authorization or not. Who create IDs, that person only, when creating time only, this ID, what are the authorization I want to provide, what are the authorization I don't want to provide. They ask to the company based on they provide authorization and create ID and provide that IDs to company. Company provide that IDs to employees. Basis and one more important part in company, 10 basis administrators is there. Means all the 10 basis administrators, they don't maintain that IDs. Only 2 or 3 administrators only they maintain that IDs, yes, user ID and password. So this is the way we log in into the SAP support portal. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 options is there. When you click here customize, when you scroll down here, unused task is there. Suppose in this unused task, you want any task, means you only adjust and put what are the tasks you required on this screen. So when you customize here and you select what the task I want, this one I want, select miss and click save miss, that task is available on this list. So this is about SAP support portal. Just it is one of the website. In installation time, we use that SAP support portal. So here, every time maximum 50% in SAP basis course compulsory, we use that SAP support portal. In this training, you don't have user ID and password. That means by seeing only you want to learn. By seeing class recorded video, you want to learn how to log on to the SAP support portal. And you make book and put heading log on to the SAP support portal and write steps one by one. How to log on into the SAP support portal. Theory you want to prepare this from here. This paragraph you want to write, and this hint you want to write, and this paragraph you want to write. Up to here. So that is about SAP support portal. Okay, after SAP support portal is completed, you want to learn another website, that is product availability matrix. This is another website, in shortcut is called as PAM. For product availability matrix also, you want to use user ID and password. Log on to the product availability matrix. For that purpose also, you want to use user ID and password. Without user ID and password, it is not possible to log on to the product availability matrix. Now we see what is the use of product availability matrix. We see I already logged into the SAP support portal. I open here new tab. There is a link is there. For link is there. https://support.sap.com/fab. That is the URL. This is the URL. Here, this is the main website for support portal. For support portal, this is the website https://support.sap.com. This is the main website. In last, you put slash and PAM. It is the quick link. It is quick link. Now, this is the website to log on to the product availability matrix. Here is the https://support.sap.com/PAM. I click there. No need to read what is the use of PAM. No need to read. Just you understand. Click here as is the product availability matrix. Click here. I already log in with user ID and password. That's why they did not ask here. But compulsory you want to log on to the product availability matrix. Compulsory you want to enter user ID and password. Now here, what is my product version I am installing? Click search here and I am typing NetWeaver AS ABAP. This one, NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.52. I click there and click this one. My product version is NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.52. That is my product version. So product name, software name is NetWeaver AS ABAP Innovation Package. That is the name of the software. NetWeaver AS ABAP Innovation Package. That is the name of this software. In that software, NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.52 is one of the version. NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.51 is one of the version. Two versions is there in this software. In this software, two versions is there. One version is NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.51 and another version is NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.52. Two versions is available. Two versions. So in the two versions, NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.52 is the latest version. NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.51 is the first version. So in this training, we are using NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.52. It is technology platform software. Technology platform is, for example, your operating system is there. Windows 10, Windows 11. It is technology platform software. Why means, based on that operating system, what are the requirement is there you are installing. Like that here also, technology platform is, on that software, you build business. That is, for example, empty land is there. One empty land is there. That is the technology platform. On that empty land, you build home or you build a shop or you build apartment, whatever, like that. So it is the technology platform software. Here, this is the software release date. In 2017, this product version is released. Mainstream maintenance date is there, 2027. What is this mainstream maintenance means? Up to this date, SAP they provide supported. So here extended maintenance is there means for this 3 years after 2027 is completed, 2028, 2029, 30, what they do is you want to do any maintenance on that NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.52 system, you want to pay some amount for maintenance. Up to here, you no need to pay. Here, mainstream maintenance is there means on that time only you install that software. Here, mainstream maintenance date is available means on that time only you want to install the software in company. They ask you, you want to check particular product version, mainstream maintenance date, like this only. Here in product availability matrix only, you want to check particular product version, mainstream maintenance date. Here now, I check here mainstream maintenance date is not completed, date is available. That means, okay, this product version installation is possible. You install this product version in company or in your personal system, it's okay. Why means your mainstream maintenance date is not completed. Okay. So that is the one of the point I get in. So first of all, what are the product versions is available in that software? I check. I got it clearly. Two product versions is there. In the two product versions, which version I want to install, I decided. That is the first step I completed in product availability matrix. Second step is, I check mainstream maintenance date is completed or not. I check date is not completed. That means it is possible to install that software. That is the second point I got it clearly. Next, what I do is, I click here, this technology release information tab. Here clearly they're showing, by using this NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.52, what you install is possible: application server ABAP, basis apps, content server, front end, ABAP in Eclipse, SAP UI, develop kit, IDE plugins. Okay. Now here what I do is, I am installing this one, application server ABAP. I want to install by using NetWeaver AS ABAP 7.52. I'm installing application server ABAP. And one more important point here I'm telling, there are two types of SAP systems is there. One is ABAP system and another one is Java system. ABAP based SAP system and Java based SAP system. Two types of SAP systems is there. But this NetWeaver ACE ABAP 7.52 is supported for installing only ABAP based SAP system only. By using NetWeaver ACE ABAP 7.52, it is not possible to install Java based SAP system. Now, by using NetWeaver ACE ABAP 7.52, I am installing Application Server ABAP. In shortcut, it is called as AS ABAP. AS means Application Server. AS ABAP or Application Server ABAP. This I am installing. Now here, click this database platforms. Here, clearly they showing two types of kernels. Kernel is the software. SAP kernel is the software. When installing time, without kernel software, it is not possible to install this product version. Not only that one, any SAP software you want to install means without kernel software, it is not possible to install. So here they're telling these two versions is available. SAP kernel 753 64-bit Unicode, SAP kernel 754 64-bit Unicode. Two kernels is there. 753 Unicode. Shortcut is UC. 754 non-Unicode. Shortcut is NUC. Sorry, Unicode only. Oh, sorry. Here, actually, two types of kernel software is there. Unicode, in shortcut, you called as UC. Non-Unicode, in shortcut, it is called as NUC. Two types of kernel software is there. Unicode kernel software is there. Non-Unicode kernel software is there. But here, this NetWeaver ACE ABAP 7.52 installation purpose, Unicode kernel software only is supported. Non-Unicode kernel software is not supported. Why means non-Unicode kernel software is supported up to 740 and lower releases. Non-Unicode kernel is supported up to 740 and lower releases. We are installing NetWeaver ACE ABAP 7.52. We are installing NetWeaver ACE ABAP 7.52. This NetWeaver ACE ABAP 7.52 in name only they're telling 752 release. It is 752 release. Here NetWeaver ACE ABAP 7.51 is there, no? That is 751 release. It is 752 release. So here non-Unicode kernel software is supported up to 740 release and lower releases. 750 and higher releases, non-Unicode kernel software is not supported. Only Unicode kernel software only. Unicode kernel 750 and higher releases. Okay, 740 and lower releases also Unicode kernel software is supported. Okay, so this one. So that means here we have only two kernel versions is there, 753, 754, Unicode kernel only. In this training, I'm selecting 754. Both supported. 753 is supported, 754 is supported, both supported. But in this training, I choose 754 latest kernel version. Okay. Now here, these are the databases. DB2 database, MatchDB database, MS SQL Server database, Oracle database, SAP ASC database, SAP HANA database. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in these 6 databases, which database you are using? So in this training, I'm using MS SQL Server database. I selected. Okay, now scroll down. These are the operating systems. Which operating system you are using? I selecting Windows on x86 64. I selected. Okay, here they tell MS SQL Server database 2017 version is there. 2019 version is there, 2022 version is there, that different version. And Windows Server 2016, 2019, 2022, 2025 also is there. In this training, I choose this one. So I'm going to install MS SQL Server Database latest version, MS SQL Server 2022 and Windows Server 2022 64-bit operating system and kernel SAP kernel 7.54 64-bit Unicode kernel. So these are the details I checked. I decided. So where I get in company compulsory before installation, first of all, you check details, which kernel version is supported, which operating systems is supported, which database is supported. Where you get that information? In product availability matrix, you get that information. So you download that details from product availability matrix. So I got it here. I got information and I decided which database version and which operating system version and which kernel version. And one more important point here. In Windows operating systems, only Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2022, Windows Server 2025. So this versions only supported for installing SAP software. So in PAM, whatever information I want, I get that information in PAM. Close that one. So in PAM, my work is completed. That is the second step in PAM. My work is completed. That is the second step. Okay. Next, what we want to do? Next to pre-installation step is check whether the file system is NTFS. Check whether the file system is NTFS. That is the next step I want to do. Means I want to check that file system is NTFS or not. So what is that one is? Here I have different drives is there in my system. For example, this is my external hard disk. I select my external hard disk, right click, and I click properties. Here I check file system is there. Here NTFS is not there. That means what I'm telling here, in NTFS drive only SAP software installation is possible. In NTFS drive only SAP software installation is possible. But here it is not NTFS drive. That means in this external hard disk, my SAP software installation is not possible. For example, this drive. In your personal systems, laptops, for example, in which drive you have minimum 300 GB free space. In which drive you have minimum 300 GB free space in the drive. This is the drive. I have minimum 300 GB free space is there. Select the drive, right click and click properties. Here file system is NTFS. That means in this drive, SAP software installation is possible. Now I double click that drive and right click and click one folder. I am creating one folder. For example, this is the folder name I put. So that means before installing, you want to check that drive is NTFS drive or not. After checking that drive, so in this personal training, you want to install an VMware workstation software. So in Google, you get that software, VMware workstation. I already installed that software. In my YouTube also, how to install is clear is there. This is the VMware workstation. So what is that use of that VMware workstation is? It is the virtualization software. That VMware workstation is virtualization software. So virtualization software is in market, there are so many virtualization softwares is there, Hyper-V, VMware workstations like that. Virtualization softwares is there. In that, in this training, I'm using VMware Workstation. So this is my main operating system, Windows 11. This is my main operating system, Windows 11. But SAP software installation is supported only Windows Server operating system. That means now I want to install 2 or 3 operating systems in my system. Is I want to use virtualization software. So that's why I installed VMware Workstation software in my laptop. After installing VMware Workstation software, what we want to do is we want to install an Windows Server 2022 OS on VMware Workstation. Now what we want to do? We want to install Windows Server 2022 operating system. That's the step we want to do. Before installing, what we do? In Google, type there, download Windows Server 2022 ISO. When you click this one, click first one. When you click here, ISO downloads 64-bit edition, English, United States. When you click here, file is started downloading. So this is the way you want to download the Windows Server operating system. It is single file. After downloading that file, it is single file. After downloading that file, you keep that file in your system. This is the file. After downloading, you keep that file in your system. You did not extract and you did not do anything. You keep like that only. It is single file only. So now double click this VMware Workstation. Okay, click here, create a new virtual machine. Here, when you installing first time, they show like this. Here in this, always you want to select custom advanced only. And click next. Here, use default only, click next. So when you installing first time, it will be show like this. Here, always you want to select, I will install the operating system later and keep this field empty. And click next. Here, when you installing first time, they show like this. Here, which version you are installing? Windows Server 2022. Windows owner is Microsoft Windows. So click this drop-down box and select in this list Windows Server 2022. And click next. Here title. Now you are what you are doing? You are creating virtual machine. Provide title. For example, NWD. I provided title. Location. Where I want to store these files. They asking. Here I already what I done here. In F drive. In F drive, I created one folder. Why means in F drive I have minimum 300 GB free space. In that drive, I created one folder, NWD folder. So what I want to do, click browse. In which drive? In F drive, select this NWD folder and click OK. Like that, you are also what you want to do. In which drive you have minimum 300 GB free space. In that drive, you create one folder and provide that folder location here. After providing virtual machine name and location, click next. Here, always you want to select BIOS only. Don't select here UEFI, select BIOS and click next. Here they asking processors, number of cores for process. On the time, what you want to do is put mouse here. Where I put mouse, there right click and click Task Manager. Here, this is memory, performance, click that one. Performance. Here sockets, 2 sockets is there. 2 sockets is there. That means my system is supported two process. That means in my system, two processes there. But in your laptops, you have one processor or two process depending on your laptop. You check first of all, you want to check in your laptop, two process is there or one process is there. You want to check. So they asking you provide. Suppose you have one processor, means simply you provide one processor only. So here I am providing two process. Now number of core for process. Here I have 12 cores is there. So here what you do is in your side, suppose in your laptop you have 4 is there, means you provide 2. In your laptop you have 6 is there, means you provide 3. So here I have 12 is there, 6 like that. I provide 12 also, no problem. Why means my system is big system. My system is supported. Suppose here I select 16. I got error. Why means my system don't have that much. That's why. So 24 error. So 12. Click next. RAM. How much RAM you want to provide for this virtual machine? For example, in your laptop, you have 4 GB RAM, means you want to provide off only 2 GB. Already 2 GB is selected. In your laptop, you have 8 GB RAM is there, means you click here 4 GB. In your laptop, you have 16 GB RAM is there, means you click here 8 GB. In your laptop, you have 32 GB RAM, means you click 16 GB like that. In this training, I am providing 32 GB RAM. And click next. Here always we want to select use bridge networking and click next. Click next. Click next. Click next. Here hard disk size. How much hard disk size you want to provide? Here I am entering 1000 GB and select store virtual disk as a single file. Here I provided 1000 GB, but in my drive, in my F drive, 931 GB only is there. There is no 1000 GB. 931 only is there. No problem. In that 931, how much size is there? They use that size only. Click next. Click next. This is final step. Is there any changes? Means change here. Suppose there is no change, means click finish. Before clicking finish, in that F drive, in that folder, empty. Now click finish. And close home. Now here you saw files is there. Now everything is okay. Click here CD or DVD setup. So select this one and click this one, press backspace. When you're installing first time, they show like this. Here what we want to do is, here we want to select use ISO image file and click browse. In which drive that file is there? In my D drive. This is the file. Double click and click OK. Now click power on this virtual machine to start the installation of operating system in VMware Workstation. This is the full screen. Mass. Okay, here what they asking about details. Here in the screen, simply click next and click install now. Here always we want to select Windows Server 2022 Data Center Desktop Experience. Select that one and click Next. And here select this option, I accept, and click Next. And click here, single click on Custom. Here I have only one drive is there. Click New. Here for example, I want to create two drives. One five three seven triple double zero, like that I enter. It is 150 GB. I created one drive as 150 GB and select this drive and click New. Remaining size I am providing as is. Click Apply. Now select this reserved drive and click Delete and click OK. Now I have two drives is there. Drive 1, 150 GB. Drive 2, 849 GB is there. Select. So in these two drives, I want to 150 GB is C drive. Means operating system files I want to install in this 150 GB. That's why I select that one and click Next. Now operating system is installing. It will take 5 to 10 minutes in my system. We want to wait. Depending on your hardware, it will take time. Some laptops, they take 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, like that. Depending on your hardware, we want to wait. Now here my username is administrator. My username is administrator. Now here I want to enter, means I want to create new password for my user administrator. Here I am entering new password is admin.123 in small letters. 2 times I am entering the password. I'm entering the password 2 times admin.123. After entering the password, here click finish. Okay, here we got like this. Every time we want to log on to this operating system, VM is there, click that one and click send control plus alt plus delete. Here my username is administrator. Here I want to enter my administrator password. My administrator password is admin.123 and click this icon. Server manager window is opening. Here click yes. Server manager window is opening. I did not open that server manager window. It is opening. Here, don't show this message again. Select that one and close this one. Now this is not full screen. So this is not full screen. What we do is click here VM and click install VMware tools. And click this and click this. Now click next here and click next and click install. When installing time only, we get full screen. We are installing VMware tools. Okay, now we get the full screen and click finish. I will restart later, click no. Okay, now we got clearly. On desktop, this PC shortcut icon is not there. Right click and click personalize and click here Teams and click here desktop icon settings and select computer and select this PC and click apply and click OK and close this one. Right click refresh. Now here I don't want this one, means right click and click here. I don't want such icon like this, means right click search. So show search icon only. Now maximize this one and click this one and click here server manager properties. When you select this option, do not start server manager automatically at logon. When you select this option, what will be happen is next time you log in into this operating system, this server manager window will not open automatically. Click OK. And scroll down. It is not correct date and time. Right click and click adjust date and time. Here, click this time zone drop down box. Scroll down. So Indian time zone, this one. Depending on country, we select our time zone. So I selected my time zone and close this one. And here audio is in mute. Suppose audio is not running. You want audio, means right click on audio icon and click sounds and click yes and click OK. Now maximize this one click local server. And click here, IE enhanced security configuration on is there. Click this one, select off and click OK. Now here, right click, we got personalized. Okay. Now here, click this dashboard, click add roles and features, click next, click next, click next, click next. Here .NET Framework 3.5 future is there. We want to install .NET Framework 3.5. Why means here in this training, we are using MS SQL Server database. Suppose you did not install that .NET Framework 3.5 means what will be happen means that MS SQL Server database installation is not possible in this operating system. After installing .NET Framework, suppose you did not install that .NET Framework, you start installation of MS SQL Server database means what will be happen means they did not install. They asked you, they got error. They told you in this operating system you did not install .NET Framework. That's why I'm not installing like that. They told you. That's why before installing MS SQL Server database, you want to install .NET Framework 3.5 features and click next. Here, click this specify an alternative source path. Here, click this one and click this PC. Here, double click this one, click format this and click start and click OK. Okay, close. Now this is the drive. Select, right click, open, sources as XSS. This is the location. E drive, sources as XSS. Copy that one and provide that location here. And click OK and click install. Now here I'm installing .NET Framework. Okay, it is installed successfully. Now click close. Suppose click add rows and features. Click next, 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 next. Suppose you want to install Telnet option also. Scroll down. Here, Telnet client is there. Select that Telnet client and click next and click install. In Java system, Telnet option is there. You want to use that Telnet option means here you want to install this Telnet client. In this operating system, you did not install Telnet client means Telnet is not possible to use. Okay, click close. Now, okay, we install successful roles and everything. Now close this one. Now right click, personalize. Now, what are the softwares we required? I open browser. What are the softwares we required? Okay, first of all, download Chrome. So I'll click this latest one and click here download Chrome. Miss, I'm downloading Chrome browser. Scroll down. It is still it is taking time. Suppose it is not download, miss, click here. Download Chrome manually. Okay, it is already downloaded. Open file and close this one. Now I'm installing Chrome browser. Okay, click here, don't sign in. And click set as default. I set that browser as default. And click this one, Chrome. Switch anyway. Okay, now close this one. Scroll down. Got it. Okay, now the browser is ready. Chrome browser is ready. Now open this browser. Here, download WinRAR. Enter. And click this one. And click this one. WinRAR downloaded. Open browser. And double click this one. You want to install WinRAR. Click install. Click OK. And click done. WinRAR is successfully installed. Now here, download JRE. Enter. And click this download Java. Scroll down and click here Windows Offline 64-bit. Click on that one. It is downloading. Okay. Double click this JRE. We are installing JRE. Click install. Okay, it is installed. Close. Now download Microsoft Edge Web Viewer. And click here. Scroll down. Here is the X64 is there. Click this one. Scroll down. accept and download and close. It is downloading. Already Microsoft Edge is there. Now double click this one. Okay, it is installed. Now finally, here double click this PC. So this is my installation drive, D drive. Select this installation drive, right click and click properties. I check that drive is NTFS drive only. Okay, now another step also is there. Confirm that the installation user has administration rights or not. Your user has administration rights or not. We want to check. Here, computer management. Click this computer management. Here, double click local users and groups. Double click users. My user is administrator. Double click administrator user and click here member of tab. Here user. I have my user is administrator. Administrator user has administration rights. So I check my user has administration rights and I check my drive is NTFS drive. Okay, finally in this, we want to update. Update means go to Windows update settings. You want to update anything means click advanced option and select this one and go back and click here, check for updates. They show any updates means they show. It will say take some time. Then restore the operating system after updating the updates and everything. Then download and install the updates. So after this updates is completed, your operating system is ready for installing SAP software. But some steps is there, pre-installation steps. Some steps is pending. So, okay, this step is completed. Confirm that the installation user has administration rights. That step. Confirm that the installation user has administration rights. Now, next one is installation guide. Installation guide. Where you download that installation guide? SAP Help Portal. https://help.sap.com. What is the use of installation guide? Simply nothing is there. What is the use? It helps how to install the SAP software. It helps you how to install the installation guide. So for that purpose, we use the installation guide. So help.sap.com. When you download installation guide, they don't ask any user ID and password. Here in such input field, here in this input field, we enter that product version name, NetWeaver, ABAP 7.52, like that. And click this one. Or otherwise, like this also. And click this NetWeaver 7.5. Here installation guides is there, no, click that one. Scroll down. Here click this drop down box and select install a new system. And click this drop down box, I am installing ABAP system. And click this drop down box, here we select our product version. SAP NetWeaver is for ABAP 7.52. And click this drop down box and select our operating system is Windows. And click this drop down box and select our database is MS SQL Server. Okay, here is the installation guides based on application NetWeaver MS SQL Server. Click this one. Otherwise, directly PDF. Okay, like this guide will be open. So what is the use of this guide means? You read this guide means you got it clear information how to install that particular product version. So in interview they ask this question also, how you install SAP that particular product version means, so on that time you tell by following the installation guide, I complete the installation like that. In installation guide, you got information how to install that particular product version. And note numbers is there. SAP note. Some note number here, SAP note, some note numbers is there. Now, next step is SAP note. So URL is https://support.sap.com/note. What is the use of this note means? So in installation time, you get error means how to solve that error. That information you found in SAP note only. In installation time, you got error means how to solve that error. That information you found in SAP note only. So when you want to open any SAP note, compulsory they require user ID and password. Without user ID and password, it is not possible to open SAP notes. This is one. URL support.sap.com/notes. Here you enter the note number. For example, 39412. Like that, I enter the note number. I click search. So they ask user ID and password. I already log in. That's why they are not asking. Compulsory, you want to open SAP note means compulsory. You want to enter user ID and password and open the SAP note. Here, how many work process should be configured? That is the information of note. When we scroll down, here you got a clear information how many notes is there. When you scroll down, here you got. So suppose from this note, you want to open another note means like this, you open another note. Type that note number and click this one. Like this. Number of work process is very important. Before installation, you want to know configure number of our process is very, very important. So that means another important point here in installation guide. In installation guide, there are so many. Actually, there are so many SAP notes is there. Thousands of SAP notes is there, but you did not read all the SAP notes before installation. You did not read all the notes. Which notes you want to read? Only particular SAP notes. What the SAP notes they mentioned in installation guide. You want to read that particular notes only. That means before installation, you want to read installation guide and you read that SAP notes. Whatever SAP notes is available in inside installation guide, you read that SAP notes and installation guide. Means what will be happen means you install SAP that particular product version successfully. Why means you got information how to install that particular product version. You got that information in installation guide. When installing time you got error means how to solve that error. That information you found in particular SAP note. That SAP note number you found in installation guide. That's why before installation in company, what they do is they download the installation guide and read that installation guide and download particular SAP notes and read all the SAP notes.